Hey guys, my name is Richard Robu. I'm one of the senior engineers here at DevCentreHouse Ireland. With me, we got Twana Daniel, who's the CTO.
Hey guys.
And we also got Anthony McCann, who's the co-founder and VP of Global Operations.
Hey guys.
Okay, so today we have a very important and interesting topic. We want to talk a little bit about DevCentreHouse and how we differ, how we're not just developers, and more so why founders need strategic tech partners. I'll pass it first to Twana.
Sure. So one of the things is like one of our key missions as a company is to make sure that the product that we are touching is that product to be successful. So if you're the founder and we are the partner that's going to be working on helping you building your product, our number one mission as a company to make sure your product is successful. Now you may ask why we do that. Well, we are 12 years in business and we understand that we make a lot more money when you make a lot of money, when your product's successful. And also in generally speaking, it is also really good to, as a developer for our engineers, it feels good that to make sure that a product that we are building is successful and is growing. So from our perspective is our key mission as a company to make sure your product is going to be successful. And that is what we do then to help you with this. Well, first, we've got 12 years business experience on building, hundreds of mobile apps, enterprise applications, building, deploying different stacks and various different, industries that we work with over the years. So whenever we build a product, we're like, okay, how do we take it to the market? What are the sequence of steps we're taking? What features are we going to have in V1? And what is going to be the V2 versions? How long are we going to take to build V1? Sometimes we've got clients who are like, hey, we want to have the first version out in 6 months. I'm like, what? 6 months? 30 days, 1 month, or 2 months. I want to get something out really fast.
Yep.
Then I would say, who's the marketing people? Well, we don't have a marketing people. Well, let's hire marketing people really fast. Let's get people try to sell the product. And they're like, before we even actually built it? Yeah. Let's get users. Let's get businesses. Can we get validation for the feature that you're trying to build that somebody's willing to pay for it? So I guess from our perspective is, and that is something really important for the engineers that we have in the company. We think as business owners because we know what it takes to build a product and for the product to be successful, to get users to use it and get users to pay for the product that you have built. And so with that perspective, then it makes it much easier to help you and for you to go, attract more investors and make sure that the product is going to, scale and grow. So as a company, we make sure that we help you to make the right decisions. Now, end of the day, it's your company, it's your product. We will give you all the guidance, support, tell you what you should be doing and what you should not be doing when it comes to the development perspective, but you are in charge, it's your company. We're just going to complement to make sure, show you the way like, hey, look, if you build this feature, or for example, you want to build an app, well, it makes no sense to build an app. Let's build a web version of this and build an app 2 months later. Let's build a lighter versions of this feature. Let's shrink down on those number of features that you're thinking you're gonna need, and let's validate it. And let's find out whether are you actually solving a problem. A lot of the things sometimes is, founders we speak with, they are very smart, very intelligent, and they have worked on various different businesses. But it's a completely different, ball game to build a business that relies on building an app that has set of features, because that's not the same business that you had elsewhere. That requires different set of emotions for users to use this app. And so that is where our expertise comes in. Yes, we provide the designer, the engineer, the QA engineer, the deployment. They help you to go to market. But we also guide you as a founder to make sure you are going to write and build software that's actually going to get users to use it and pay for it. Maybe, Anthony, you could share a few words from your perspective on the business side.
Yeah, I think the fundamental here is that key difference between being just a standard developer and a strategic partner. So the old way is broken. It means that businesses need to look beyond just development itself, and in a lot of cases they don't. So what we do is we offer a strategic element to every project that we step into, whether you're a startup, whether you're a founder, whether you're a small business, a large business, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's about giving you the right information to make the most informed decisions that's best not only for your business, but for the future of the product, for the revenue generation, and as opposed to development overall, including aftercare and support. So I think today's landscape is completely shifting. We all know AI is stepping in. It is going to, I suppose, hamper some projects, and it is going to make businesses startups and founders make wrong decisions. So from our perspective, it's offering that business solution element on top of the software element and combine them both to ensure that we put the best foot forward in regards to not only the product, but the vision, bringing that to life, and not just being yes men, giving you the hard answers to questions that obviously you want a yes to, but we're going to tell you no. It's not realistic. So I suppose what we do differently is we look at everything really in depth. We look at the long-term mission, what it looks like from a scalable factor, but also how quickly it's going to gain revenue, which is the fundamental to any business. If you do not gain traction, you're sunk. And that's the I suppose, key difference between us and any other software house out there. Our main primary concern is our client. We only succeed if our clients succeed, and that's the mission statement that we stick by. And that's what's basically bred throughout every developer within DevCentreHouse. So if you're a startup or founder and you want more information, drop into our website, click on devcentrehouse.eu, book a meeting with myself, Twana, or one of our tech leads, and we will happily give you as much information as possible to help you succeed and get you to the next stage. If you're new to the channel, click down below, like, subscribe, share. You know what to do.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye.